Hello and welcome to my channel again. My name is Vincent. If you're coming for the first time, I want to welcome you. Also, if you're coming for another time, also thank you and I welcome you to my channel. So today, I really wanted to share a little bit more about myself because just because this channel, I'm just saying I just want to create content regarding traveling in the UK, different destinations, different cities and towns, and just anything, and a little bit of maybe my life experience, my life. But also today, I want to share about my life experience, how I came into the UK, when, and who brought me, and all those kind of things. So I came to the UK in the year 2012. That was the Queen's Diamond Jubilee. They're celebrating the 60 years of Queen being reigning as a Queen of England. So I think I was really that really. I think we went. I don't know which month. I can't really remember the exact month. But so when I came into this country, it was the January 2012. I remember we started the journey in the 11th of January 2012, and we arrived in Heathrow the 12th of January of 2012. So, so it's actually my mom that uh, sponsored us. We were coming to join my mom, myself, and my brother. So my story coming to the UK. So on the day of our travel, I remember my uncle. We I'm from Kenya, so we went to Nairobi. So and then we slept in an hotel or Airbnb. I can't remember because I was 16 years old and my brother was 14, and we were just following what my uncle was doing. So on the in the morning, we went to the airport, and my my uncle just escorted us to the airport. I still have that image when my uncle was now saying goodbye to us and leaving us. So apparently, we were meant to have someone with us who was meant to escort us and help us to navigate through the uh, going through gates. And now I know that there's gates where you need to go to get your plane. So as I guess I'm feeling a bit warm, so I'm just gonna remove this. We're in the summer, so earlier on today, the it started being a bit cold, and I put this just to help me have some warmth. So as we so we continue. So as we continue, let me just undo this as well. It's a bit warm, man. It's warm. So, so as we on that day, we boarded the plane on in the in the morning, and my uncle actually was waving to her for us a goodbye. It was a very emotional moment because my uncle had been with us through the process of uh, us getting the passports and going to do TB test and everything. It's really been it really helped us. It still does, and I thank you so much for everything. If you're watching this, so so on that day, we were actually meant to have someone who was to help us to travel because we were still minors, I believe. And I think my mom did say that I think they paid extra amount, so then someone can escort us and help us to navigate. So it turned out that no one really helped us because I can remember uh, we were just shown where the plane was and put in the plane, but actually there was meant to be people escorting us even through because we were going through transit, guys. These are people, myself and my brother. We've never been on a plane. We've never traveled anywhere outside of my country. Let's say outside the the village. Yes, guys. I in Africa. I come from a village, and that's where I was raised up in a village, and I think uh, God that I was raised that way, because when I look back, I thank God, and there's so many things, and so uh, we never really had anyone that who escorted us. But as we went through transit, we came across this guy. He was coming to the UK, and it happened that we were to take the same plane while coming. So I don't know how, but I think we were looking for a way to get our plane because we were in transit. So we just trying, here I'm like the elder. I'm just trying to find ways how to how to navigate through this and just find a way to get to the plane because we were waiting for 2 hours. So when I found that this guy, I don't know what happened. I don't know how we even actually met or how things stand. I think it's just God. I don't know if he asked us where we were going, and then we told him, and then because maybe just so that we seem to be lost, guys. I think we could have gotten lost if it wasn't for this guy. I think this guy was just sent by God to help us because it turned out we were going to the same place, which is Heathrow. So uh, the guy helped us locate the plane, locate the gate, and when we came, so we entered the plane, and he was watching after us. I don't know where he sat, but I think he sat somewhere close by, and so he was just helping us in everything. And I just thank God for him because I feel like uh, I know he did make a big part on in our journey. So I wish I had his contact. I wish I had taken his contact. But during those days, I was naive. I did not uh, really think of uh, anything, but I was just thinking we need to get to where I was going. So we went and we landed in Heathrow in the airport where now I saw we had to go through customs. We are coming from uh, coming from Kenya, from the villages of Africa, trying to navigate London, navigate the airport. Uh, we still new. So I even remember I don't know what happened, but my brother was in the queue and I don't know when to get something, and I was back in the queue and it's almost getting to the point where it's getting through the customs. So I have to navigate and cut the queue and go to him and just trying to say, excuse me. It looked weird because it felt like I was cutting the queue, but we were together. I think I don't know what happened. I think something fell down and I was trying to pick it up and it was in the queue, so I had to just make sure that I go to where he was just so then we don't uh, separate because I think that would have been a problem. Being that we are in the airport, we don't know anyone, we don't have phones. We didn't have any phones, so we can't even contact each other if just in case anything happens. But I thank God. I think all I give thanks to God for everything because the way everything turned out. Uh, I never looked back. I never thought about it. But today I want to say, even my mom, I don't think if she knows. Uh, so, uh, so then we went through the immigration, through the customs, checked and then checked our documents and our passports and put stamps on our passports and everything. So afterwards, we then now entered into the UK, and I were now just trying to locate where our luggages were, and I mean we didn't carry a lot of things anyway. I think we only carried maybe a bag or two. Uh, yeah, so that's how. So one thing that really concerns me, one thing that really I feel that God really intervened is we were in the we were going through transit in Oman, in Oman International Airport. I don't know if it's called Oman or Iman. I can't remember, but it's called Oman. I don't know, guys. So we were in transit, somewhere you've never been before. You don't know anyone there. You're just trying to figure out how you're going. You're just trying to figure out what's gonna happen. And like I'm kind of like the elder here, and I don't know, man. It was really felt like it was tragic, or because we were assigned someone to be helping us, but there wasn't anyone. Because I thought after we were light, someone will come and show us the way and tell us this is what you need to do. Sit here, or just sit with us, or tell us what to do and come and help us. But there wasn't anyone there to help us. It's just by God's help that someone was that I don't know how I don't know how this guy was able to help us. I don't even know what we said or how it all happened. I can't remember. But all I know that he helped us to get to the plane that we needed to take. And he also was taking the same plane, which was a bonus, uh, reflecting back. And I think that's the only. That was a very, looking back, that was a very, very critical moment, because at that point, anything could have happened. We could have missed our plane because, guys, 16-year-old and a 14-year-old traveling for the first time from Africa to London through transit, and we are meant to have someone who was meant to be with us, but there wasn't anyone. Uh, so I think these people, they just took the money, but they never really did what they were meant to do. Uh, I never told my mom about this because it did not occur to me that someone was paid to help us. Uh, so I think the airline, they did not really do their job properly, or whoever was. So I don't know how it happened. I don't know how it happened, but I'm here now, and we arrived safe, and everything went well. So we took our luggages, and we went to we went out to the exit area. That's where we found my mom, we found my auntie, and my uncle. I can still see that image in my mind. My mom was really happy. She was really smiling. It's been like 8 years since we connected with my mom, and because she left Kenya in 2004, and we met in 2012. So it's been it was very long time. But my mom, she really has worked hard for us, and I really thank her for everything. Even at this moment, she gives us advice and just helps us, and so I thank God for her life. She's really nice, a nice person, and I think she has a lot of uh, grace in her life. So if you're watching this, thank you very much, my mom, and I believe God will continue to be with you. So uh, now then, we're now driving to my uncle's house. So I was seeing these beautiful places. The airport was so beautiful. I've never seen these things before. I'm coming from Africa. I'm coming from the village, and also one thing is, in 2012, I was in Form 2 in high school. I was in Form 2. I used to go to a boarding school, and so I was meant to go to the third year, start doing my A levels, and at that point is when now I had to I had to leave. We had to leave. And reflecting back, I always think, oh, maybe I could have finished my school. I felt so emotional about leaving my friends and coming. But also, I understand that we needed to join my mom. Also, these two conflicting things. You want to stay with your friends, and you want to finish school there, and also you want to come here and be with your mom. But the best option was to just be with your mom, and that's what happened. I mean, I couldn't make any choice. I couldn't make any decision, and so we came, and We joined my mom. So on our way to my uncle's place, because I think that's where we stayed that night. We The journey was, I felt like it was so long. It was night, because I think we were very tired from the journey from Kenya. It's about 8 or 9 hours. Because the transit, I think together was 11 hours. Um, because of transit in Oman. So uh, we went through, we came through Heathrow, going through. Now I know that the road is the M25. Going through M25 straight to the A13. No, M25 straight to A127. Now I know this road. But I felt like it was so long. It was very long, and I was tired, and I'm so sleepy. And I'm looking at the window, and I see beautiful things. Like the road is so beautiful. It's like different from what I know, and you can see the way the lanes were separated with the light, and it was just beautiful. You know, you could just see this place looks different from what you know. So still, I'm always amazed at the roads in the UK because they look so different and they look so beautiful. So that's my story, and I mean, guys, this story reminds me of how back in my country when we were young, my grandmother, she will make us sit down and then she will tell us stories of like tales regarding animals, and like in Swahili it says, uh, I don't know in English. I mean, mm, giving animals characters of humans, so things like that. So uh, yeah, so it was a nice experience. I don't know if grandmas from nowadays give those kind of stories. So anyway, so that was kind of the idea, what happened, how we came to this country. We came in 2012, and then at some point in the same year, the jubilee was happening, the Queen's Diamond Jubilee, which was 60 years of the Queen uh, reigning. Because I think the Queen, she became a queen in 1952, and in 2012 was the 60th year of her reigning, and we went to that. We went to that celebration as well. They were so packed with people. So one thing that was really different is because here in the UK, there was a culture shock for me, because in Kenya, you can just meet people and you can say hello, you can start talking, it's like you've known each other for so long. But here, I feel like everyone is just it's not as, can I say, warm. People are just so busy. So I was actually sad that this is how things are, and yeah, so I had to just adjust to how things were. And I think I need to bring more of these stories because my experience has been very. Uh, there's a lot of things I've experienced. I mean, good ones, and maybe also some bad ones. But what I can say is, all our experiences, they collectively come and modify us or make us who we are, make us strong, and helps us to improve, and also creates testimonies that also we can use to encourage other people. So I can say the bad ones and the good ones are also there. So I will share more of everything. And maybe you're wondering how comes my mom hadn't been to Kenya for 8 years since she came here. Maybe you're wondering how comes my mom wasn't with us between 2004 and 2012. How comes she never came? So I think my mom, like, she had to kind of like get used to the system when she came and make sure that she's providing for us while we're back in Kenya. And also, I believe there's a lot of things I need to share with you guys. Being that you're coming to the UK and you're uh, an immigrant, you have to make sure that you have the papers, so then you can be able to go and come back as you please, if you may. And I think that also played a part of her not having the chance to come, being, because it's a long process, guys. When you come to the UK, or when you move abroad, you want to settle down. Sometimes it takes a long time, but I thank God that she came and she set a base. So myself and my brother, we never had to struggle as much, and I think she's really done well. And I wouldn't complain, even though I did long for her to sometimes be around us when we were in Kenya. But at the same time, I do understand that she was trying to fight for us and just make sure that we go to school, and that we're not lacking anything, because actually we never lacked anything. So uh, all works for good. On the other side, it feels not very nice. Very, we missed her presence, and on the other side, she was working hard to just make sure that uh, to make sure that we do not lack anything, which we didn't. So we used to live with my grandma. My grandma now was like my mom, my second mom, uh, and yeah. So I have a lot more that I want to share with you guys, because I have a lot of things just to motivate you, because I feel like there's a lot that I need to share to just motivate someone, because someone is going through some things that maybe he wants, if you can find, or if they can find someone that they can relate with, then it can give them the opportunity to relate and to understand that everything will be okay. So everything will be okay, whatever you're going through, and God bless you so much for everything. I will do another video. And also, guys, one thing I'm forgetting. In 2012, when we came to this country in January, oh my God, it was really snowing, guys. There's so much snow. The snow like was everywhere. Oh, and I was like, man, there was a really big change, you know. So if we could have come during spring or winter, it would have actually been. But I think of that time was freezing cold. It was very cold. We had to adapt very quickly, and we were just mostly in the house, guys. It was really cold. So if you're planning to come to the UK, maybe plan to come during spring. At this time, it's April at the moment. We are going towards summer, and also maybe you wanna come during winter, January's or December's, those times, or November. I mean, but I would say come during spring when it's not very hot. I mean, it's not very cold. We're just turning into summer. So anyway, that's another just an idea. So I have more stories. I have life stories I want to share with you guys, and just to encourage someone. Maybe some of these things can encourage you. Maybe you have like you can relate to my stories. So thank you, and have a wonderful. It's actually night here. It's 10 p.m. in the UK. Today is the 7th of April, 10 p.m. at this when I'm doing this video. So wherever you're watching this video from, have a wonderful day or night, and whatever you are struggling to do, whatever your dream is, it will come to pass. I believe in dreams. I believe it takes time, but it will surely come to pass. God is with you. I believe in God. God is with you. He will help you. He will strengthen you, and you will continue pushing. And do not give up. Do not give in, and work hard. Do not be lazy, and God will bless your work. Anyway, thank you, and have a wonderful time. Bye.